Have you ever had somebody bring you a big bag of fish fillets, fresh fish fillets? And if you did you love them? The people that brought you the fillets, not the fish. I know you love the fish. Did you love those people that brought you the fillets? Whoa! That's a beauty. Good morning, guys and girls. April 5, and it's greening up every single day. It's a little bit greener than it was yesterday. By the way, if you're not subscribed to the Catch of the Day channel, be sure and go in there and hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that little bell, it'll ding, and it'll let you know every time we post a video. But let me tell you, we post a video every morning at 5 o'clock Central Time here in Oklahoma. 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock on the East Coast. I know, 4 o'clock out west. But we leave those videos up. They're up, I guess, forever. I don't know if videos ever come down off YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the Catch of the Day channel. It's absolutely free. Absolutely free. If you're watching on Facebook or any other way, go in there and subscribe to our Jimmy Houston Outdoors Facebook page, our YouTube page. We've got over 90,000 people on that YouTube channel now, getting close to 100. So go in there and subscribe. You could win a fishing trip with Jimmy if you subscribe to the Catch of the Day channel. But anyway, go in there and subscribe to that Catch of the Day channel. I believe, honestly, this is the most important channel on YouTube. We're looking at Leviticus 19:18. Very short, but really, really good. Now remember, this is Leviticus, because y'all are going to recognize this verse from somewhere else. Leviticus 19:18, and it says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And I know some of you Bible scholars might be thinking, Jimmy, that's something that Jesus said. And he did. He did. Jesus said this much, much later than the book of Leviticus, obviously. And he said it when somebody come up and asked him about what he needed to do to inherit eternal life. And Jesus told him a couple things. And one of the things he told him to do was to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Well, he said, well, who is my neighbor? Who is my neighbor? Who do I need to love? And that's when then the story of the Good Samaritan came out. But I digress. I digress. This is clear back in Leviticus. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Before the days of catch and release, Chris and I had a way to be very popular. I'm talking very popular with our friends and neighbors. We almost always caught more fish than we could eat. And we pretty much kept everyone we knew supplied in fish. Remember, this is before catch and release. No one, including Chris and I, threw back fish. We kept our limit, just 10 bass, we kept 20 bass, 10 apiece. And crappie in Oklahoma on Lake Tenkiller at that time, it was 37. We'd go catch crappie, we'd catch 74. Catfish was 15, we'd catch 30 for the two of us. Most of the time, listen to this, most of the time we'd fillet and bag the fish for them. I'm telling you, Chris can really fillet fish. I mean, she can fillet fish. That's about, we started using electric fillet knives back in those days before almost anybody did. We were real popular with our neighbors. That's what we did. Too often today, however, many folks don't even know their neighbors. They don't even know who their neighbors live. Some of them live in subdivisions and they have a neighbor right next door to them across the street, 2 houses down. Don't have a clue who they are. Many people live in big apartment buildings and condos and complexes. Don't have a clue who their next door neighbor is. They see people in the elevator. They see people in the hallways. Sometimes don't even speak to them. We tend more and more these days to isolate ourselves from those folks around us. God never intended this. Here's what God intended: that we help those we love. We encourage, we build up those we love. We feed them. We protect them. This is God's will, and it's God's design. Here's what I'd like for you to do. It's what God would like for you to do. Reach out and get to know and love a neighbor today. Do you have someone next door you don't know? Do you have someone 2 doors down in your condo complex? Do you have a neighbor across the street from you? Get to know and love a neighbor today, whether at home or at work. It's another thing. People work in office complexes. A lot of times they don't know somebody that's 2 desks down from them. Don't have a clue. One of the problems is they don't care. What does this say? Love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you do this, if you'll reach out today and get to know and love a neighbor, God just might make sure that that neighbor loves you back. We all need to be loved. We all need to be loved by more folks than we're loved by. Don't care how popular you are. We all need to be loved. Love is something, the need for love that God put inside of us. Really, really important. And we need more of that. I'm not sure, but sometimes as I watch a day unfold in my life, and particularly watching it unfold, if you watch television or the news, you see more evil than you do love. And I know evil's sensational. You see more evil than you do love. In my daily walk with a lot of the people I run around with, I don't see much evil. I see a lot of love. I see a lot of love for your neighbor. Here's our tip for today. Check the grease out in your trailer bearings every 3 or 4 months. Check the grease out in your trailer bearings every 3 or 4 months. Now, we've got liquid bearings on our Ranger Trail trailers, and they're basically, they don't need to be checked very often. But if you got a trailer that's got the certs in it, just go back there and stick your grease gun in there, hit that start a time or two until it comes out. But do not let those bearings run out. I've seen trailer after trailer after trailer with a boat sitting on them burn up because the wheels bearings burn out. You're lucky if all it does is burn out and cause you to have a flat tire. It can burn your whole rig up, your whole rig. So be sure to check that grease in your trailer every 3 or 4 months. Guys and girls, it is springtime. It is absolutely the time to go fishing. It's what I'm getting ready to do right now, what you ought to be getting ready to do right now also. But remember, I sure do love you.